Yes, Ghetto-News. Like I tell you, I was coming to meet the president of St. Martin of the collectivity, and I'm here with him right now. And I'm not going to stay too long with him because, he's a very busy man, especially in these times. So, Monsieur le Président, thank you for welcoming me. And just want to ask you, some question, very short, not too long. First question is, I don't understand what happened with the meeting, with the council meeting you had lately there, because people making it seem like the people walk out on you while you was doing your speech. Conclusion. So what do you have to say about that meeting?
Well, David, before, I gotta wish you a bonne fête, like we say in French, because today is a 29th, if I'm not mistaken.
Yes.
And the 29th is the Saint Daniel. In the French agenda, you always have the saint, and today is the Saint David.
Oh my goodness!
So bonne fête, Monsieur David.
That's a big one. Thank you very much, Monsieur le Président.
And all the Davids that are actually looking at this, I wish them a bonne fête on this 29th of December.
I must say, I'm gonna put this on Ghetto-News. Thank you for this book too. You gave this to me because already they done
the agenda.
Agenda. Thank you. I let everybody see. This is what the president gave me because they say you buy me up, you buy me up.
Today's your fete, so you come on a right time. They just deliver them.
Okay, thank you very much. So,
nevertheless, to come back to your question, after an island council, I always give some conclusion, and especially it was the last island council of the year, and I was getting prepared to wish everybody a Merry Christmas, but I did close the meeting, but I always give a little regards on what's going to happen after, and give out the Christmas, I would say, greetings, and everybody seemed to be busy getting up. Maybe they were in a hurry.
Okay, so which means the meeting did went through. That the meeting had finished, and then you just wanted.
Yes, totally.
Okay.
And the meeting went well, and most probably it was Sunday, and they didn't really hear the beginning of what I was saying probably. So I just wanted to greet them for the Christmas season, and voila. That's why, like I saw everybody was leaving, I said, well, if nobody's interested in what I have to say to greet them, well, Bon Noël.
Okay, now I understand.
Exactly what happened.
I understand much clearer because for me, I figured the meeting was going on and they walk out.
No.
The meeting was finished and you just wanted to greet them.
Yeah.
Okay, Mr. the President. Okay, that is clear. Well, nevertheless, like I said, I'm going to stay too long, but it have one, two things I have to let you know. Before I come here, you make me wait outside a while, and some of your workers, they bring me through the collectivity and they show me certain vibes, and I must say I learned.
Yeah, you got a tour.
Yeah, man. One thing the people done with me too, man. And one thing I get to learn, not I learned, but they really emphasize. They say, Ghetto-News, one favor one you do for me is stay neutral. No matter what you do, stay neutral, and we let you know that they have a majorité silencieuse. I like, what? Yeah, they say a majority is silencieuse is the people them who is not talking.
Yes.
They are not like the one going on social media, yapping, bringing on the collectivity and bringing on the president, because they just let me know, those same people who bringing on the collectivity and bring you down, who is paying the bill?
No, but that's what you call the silent majority, I presume. And that's what I call the hidden part of the iceberg.
I like
that.
You like to talk about this iceberg, but now I get to understand what you mean.
You see the part of the iceberg that you want to see, but you don't see the bottom part that is supporting the upper part. And most of the time, the hidden side of the iceberg is the biggest part. No, it's just that in life you have those who are with you and those who are against you, and that's okay. That's democracy. And I said, don't always listen to just what you can hear on media or on radios or on newspapers, and there's always a part that keeps their silence and that are there. So I presume that's what they call the silent majority.
Yes, and I was very surprised to know that these people even out there, you know what I mean? And it's true, because these are the powerful people, you understand? They always say, don't worry with the dog with the back. Be careful of the one who do back.
That's true also. I like that one also.
Yeah. So, nevertheless, before I come here I stop French Quarter. Well, not I stop. I live in French Quarter. I pass by my fish market. I big them up a little bit. And then I passed by the Bethany home as well. And they give me a little trouble by the Bethany home because they say if I'm a pass sanitaire, or
yes,
I can't get in.
You have specific measures at the Bethany home. We try as much as possible to preserve that sensitive part of the population. So
okay, but I will.
Restrictions are higher as far as that part of the population is concerned.
Well, I know there are people there who need sanitize and things, but I don't want to mention them because they probably could get problem. But anyway, I will do the necessary to go back there because I see like I have family members there, and I feel if the local population get with them, they could be more taken care of. You know, bring them out, bring them beach, bring them whatever. So that is something I'll look at.
David, you know, we're living a time in this, I would say, era which is very complicated with this COVID.
Yeah, very.
And as you can see, numbers are going up.
Yeah, because in December month, you know, every December we get a little cold.
And you have more people frequenting more people. And,
exactly.
But we have to be careful because the danger is still out there. We have to respect the barrier. I would say sanitary, barrier, and we need to be very cautious in what we're doing and how we're doing it, and we need to protect the others. So I'm not going to go in the polemic with who is for and who is against. I'm just saying that we really have a serious issue, not only St. Martin, in the whole world, and we need to pay keen attention to this situation, and we don't want to fall in January or February and be able and have to go back in a lockdown. So the more we take our precaution, the more we respect social distancing and all that goes with it, the better we will be. And we have to protect our elderlies also.
Yes, very much, because I just say there's a hard drive. They know a lot about the island and a lot about the history. So I just say when one people pass, it's like a hard drive that we lose, you know.
And we want our people to have some fun also. We had restrictions a whole year doing, that's 2 years now, and it's Christmas season, so we need to have some fun too.
Oh, yeah.
This is the time of the year to go off a berry.
Well, when you talk about fun, now you're gone my world now.
Yes. Fun with taking still certain precautions. But yes, this is the time to mingle, and that's what I was saying. And that's what I wanted to say actually at the end of the island council, that I want people to, you know, whatever the differences that we can have between each other, what was said, what was not said, that this is the time of the year where we put on all the weapons, if we call them so, and we enjoy this Christmas period, and we always have a friend, a member of our family to greet and to go and visit and have a little guava berry, a Johnny cake. You know, I love Johnny cake.
And I see so. I love Johnny cake too. I love Johnny cake.
Nothing better than a Johnny cake and a chicken leg, but that's okay. And this is the time to profit and bring back a little bit of humanity in our world and our way of living. And that's, that's what I'm trying to enjoy with my children. That
I have to thank your son too. He bring me a bottle of champagne. I gotta thank
you. You lucky?
Yeah. So like how you bring up Fontaine, you know, Mr. the President, what I would like to do is invite you to a certain place on St. Martin where I know have nice activities going on. We have the waters. We have a lot of nice things to show. So in time to come, I would like to see if I could invite you to certain places on the French side, because you know the Dutch side are calling me, they want to show me all what they have, but I born on the French side, that's why I'm really showing most of the French side. So I don't know if I could get an opportunity, maybe time to come, we can, like you say, you know, enjoy. It ain't all about cussing, fighting and against each other. And
Totally.
Exactly.
But remember, we're one island, so no matter French side or Dutch side, we have beautiful areas on this island, again, on either side, and we have to profit of that situation, conserve that situation. We always say one island, one people, one destiny, and that's the way it must be seen, and that's the way we must look out for this little rock called St. Martin.
Yeah, this
treasure
is a diamond. You see, you may say before me. But then nevertheless, okay, we talk about some nice little things, but you know something I noticed a lot of them bashing you never once bash back none of them. So now, and Ghetto-News, because this is Ghetto-News, the people put me, so I would just like to hear your response. What you think about Yahoo, Petrus, and these kind of people that is out there talking now and saying, I hear she resigning now, here's Yahoo resigning now. What do you have to say on that?
David, you know, as I said, everybody is responsible for what they do. In life, you get chances to be and have some opportunities to be in certain areas and be in certain positions. You have to deliver, and you have to be, I would say, responsible enough to know what you have to do and how you have to do it. I was elected since 2021. I grew up politically from 2021 when the mayor gave me the chance to be on his team and be elected, and I was since ever elected until now. And there's a way to conduct yourself, and I leave it to each and everyone to be, I would say, responsible of their attitude. So I won't comic or polemic or do any polemic with what was said and what was done. I'm somebody that observes a lot, even though sometimes I hear he doesn't listen, he doesn't do this. Fine, but that's my way of doing. I sit down, I observe. I was, I would say, a very hampering when I was a young politician in 2021. I had the same, I would start off on any little thing, but with the time pass and with the experience, you learn to be, I would say, not quiet. You need to observe and take the information, and then after you deliver. So, each one have his way of doing. They have their way, I have mine, and let it be this way. At the end of the day, it's the people's choice. And I will always accept the people's choice. I accepted it in the past, and I will accept it in the present. So that's how it is. That's life, and that's I would say practically, like I hear it sometimes. That's the name of the game when you're in politics. So everybody is responsible enough to assume they're doing, assume what they say, and I will assume on my side also. When time will come, campaign time, we will be a little bit more vocal on certain things. For the time being, the people elected me to finish a mandate from the beginning to the end. So I will do my purpose, and then when time will come, like a old politician used to say, when we get to that bridge, to cross that bridge, then we will see at that time. So for the time being, folks, you have a Merry Christmas that was past, but enjoy the season and enjoy the 31st that is coming up very quick. And I will wish you everything on the next year. Let us wait until that time comes also, and try to have a 2022 much better than we had the previous years, because it's time for us today to have a better year and more prosperity, more love, more peace, more health. To all those that we forget, all those who are working in the health, I would say, area. Today it's a big issue, so we don't talk much about them. All those volunteers, the nurses, doctors, the associations that come to the help of that part of the population who doesn't have always a great health. So we have a thought on those persons, and we do hope that whoever is sick, that they get back in good health very quick, and voila. That's one of my best.
I'm ready to leave and shut up, get news, but just like how you say, just two more things I want to touch upon very quick. Like how you say, people have to know to conduct themselves. I find as a president, you're very cool and know how to hold your composure, because yes, it's true. I see the attitude towards you is I mean, if you look at other presidents, how they does treat them, surround them with their military service, their guards, their police or whatever, and you more like cool. People come in, they talk in your face, they do all kind of things. You remain cool. I don't know how you get it done, but you just get it done. But nevertheless, I just
it's what you believe, David. When you're convinced that what you're doing is what you need to do, you don't have no fear, and that's about it. Unless you prove me the contrary, well, as we say in French, il n'y a que les imbéciles qui changent pas d'avis. So if something needs to be changed, we change it. You don't have to go in no big discussion. You just put the facts, and then we discuss things. And people see things differently. So everybody don't have the same agenda. And as I say, election time is coming, so you will have certain things like that. But that's okay. That's, like I said, that's part of the game. And with time and maturity, you see things differently. You analyze things differently. You deal with issues differently. Everybody's not perfect. I'm the last one to be perfect. But guess what? In life, you have experience. that gives you the knowledge to be able to react differently as the year goes, as the month goes, as the week goes, and that experience I try to put it to profit.
Yeah, and I think with the experience you have, that explains maybe why you're so cool too, because now when you was going in, you was promising us, hey, I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna do the waterfront, I'm gonna do this, but now as you get in now, you see it's not how you think it's going to be. So now you learn this, and now you have the experience. So now I feel like they just say, hey, everybody deserves a second chance. You understand? So I think with this experience you have, you should do a better presidency. I don't know for the rest, that's for me. But anyway, people say I must be neutral, so I will come back to being neutral. And look, I find you even being more neutral, because if you look at you, right now they're saying you're more for the white. So rich now, it depends what you do for the black, they're going to say you're for the black. Depend what you do for the white, they're going to say you're for the white. So for me, you even got to be more neutral than me.
Else. They say I'm Oreo. Black outside, white inside, but that's okay. All that is political critics that you need to
go through.
But no, I mean, the intention and the vision is still there. It's just that when you are sitting on a position, there's certain things that, of course, I still remain on the same objective that I want to do. It's only that there's a way of doing them. There's a legality way of doing them.
Exactly.
There were certain things that was done in the past. We need to reform our function, and when things don't work, you have to be courageous enough, even if it's unpopular, to change the way of doing them. And that's what we're doing now. We're in that process. So I keep the same vision of what I wanted to build for this country. It's just that I got obstacles. I got a hurricane. I got the COVID. I had a social disturbance. I had, every year we had something different. But again, I'm not complaining. It's just facts. It's
facts, yes, it's true.
That we got an mandate. I don't recall another mandate that had so many problems during the 5 years.
I was just going to say, I don't think it had any other president.
But it's life. It's life, and you have to deal with them. So yes, of course, if things were better as far as that's concerned, maybe we could have delivered, because you never know. You know what happens when the president already is there, but you don't know what would have happened if things would be different. Probably it would be good, probably it would be worse. We don't know. Today we know the present. We know what happened. We know what we went through. And I think that with all what we got, we still handle things pretty good. And if I have the opportunity in March to continue, probably you will see a lot of things
in
that same direction.
The same majority silencieuse. You know what they just tell me too? They tell me, look, this is politics, and people, like, of course, going to criticize you, say this, say that. But at the end of the day, the same people who are criticizing you, they are not there to play politics. They're there to do a job. And now, if they don't do their job, it's going to fall back on you. And I say, wow, that is so true. I wasn't even looking at things that way. Everybody's saying, you ain't, getting with them to talk with them and do what you have to do. But for real, you all was there, put there to do a job. You're not there to criticize the president, criticize the collective, criticize nothing. And that is another thing, people, that I learned that is not, you know what I mean? Right. You're there to do a job, do your job. If you was doing your job, probably things would have been way better.
That's what I said. Each one is responsible enough to see in front of his task whether he's doing it or whether he's not doing it. But with time, things will change. I'm very optimistic of what the future could be, and as I say, you have the silent majority, whatever they think, but there's a majority, a silent majority.
Well, I get to learn that today.
I'm sure people will be will have I would say a responsible. Une conscience responsable.
Conscience responsable, d'accord.
To know that it's not only one person, but it's together that we get things going forward.
Okay, and the next topic, they were saying that you're not with your people, you don't spend time with your people. Why was that? Is the France people was holding you away from us, or?
David, come on. I mean, listen.
Or is because the critics? Is because of the critics? You just decide, okay, if they're criticizing me, well, I will just hold my corner.
I think people forgot one important part of this administration. When we were a commune, we had one competence, the mayor competence, which is basically the état civil. The region had all the competence, the department had all the competence, and probably in the previous government past, I always said it, we have competence that we need to use, and when you have competence of region, competence of department, competence of the commune at the time, plus competence of the state, trust me, it keeps you busy because you're president of all that. And of course, after Irma, I did engage myself a lot in the functioning of this collectivity and its administration. And yes, it took a lot of my time, and that's a part of who I am. I invest myself totally in what I'm doing, and I was a lot in this office because there was a lot of things to be done, whether it was the relationship, whether it was the meetings that we had to have things going forward in here, reforming. I mean, it takes pretty much time. And you think, as a politician, we prefer be out there. We prefer be there shaking hands. We prefer being with the people. But when you're over there, you're not here doing what you need to do.
Yeah, okay.
Probably that sometime you gotta get. I prefer to make that critic, stating that I'm not enough outside there, and knowing that the job is done in here.
Okay.
Because at the end, this is what's going to give the result. No, it's a fact that yes, I would appreciate being more outside and more with people because, yeah, I appreciate those moments. And when I share them with my population, they give it back very well to me. So I do appreciate those moments, and as much as I can do them, I do them, or I will do them more in the past,
okay.
and in the future. Sorry.
Okay.
And it's all also of having, I would say, help.
Exactly.
Other people can do
their job and their part.
What they need to do, then I don't have to be here all the time.
Okay then. Well,
Okay,
Monsieur le President, thank you for this little interview. You know, just wanted to clear up certain little things. So thank you for this opportunity again.
Thanks to
I
you.
hope you enjoy the rest of the season. Like we say, we're going to have some fun because too much of we went through a rough
Fun
time.
is part of life also.
Yes.
You shall
So
never forget that.
Oh yeah. So I'm looking forward to that. So yeah, man, we're gonna close off. You don't know. And I'm gonna turn it on me now to let the people know that I meet a gentleman before I come up, and you know what a gentleman say? He say, remember, when you wanted to put me on Ghetto-News, I tell you I couldn't go on Ghetto-News. Well, he explained me why. He said because of his job, he couldn't come on Ghetto-News. You understand? Because he's doing something else that's bringing in income, but I couldn't highlight it because he's working here, and there's certain things you cannot do. He says certain things he's signed, he can't do. So big up all the workers of the collectivity, big up everybody in St. Martin. You don't know, like the president said, time to have a little fun as well. You don't know, Ghetto-News, we out. Pow!